welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're really getting into something, well, deeply personal but also universal.
Yeah.
Self-love. We found this fascinating source, actually a German YouTube channel, with a unique take on why it's often so hard to, truly love ourselves. So our mission, for you listening, is to unpack why we struggle with this, maybe figure out where that struggle even starts, and importantly, how we might reconnect with that authentic self we started as, the one that felt unconditionally loved. Okay, let's dig in.
Absolutely. This inner journey is, it's incredibly profound. And what's really key here, I think, is understanding how our past, our early experiences can actually reshape our present. Not just how we see ourselves now, but also our relationships with others going forward. It's really foundational.
Right. So the source kicks off by challenging something huge. This common idea that love is something you find externally, which makes you ask, okay, what if that intense feeling we get from someone else, what we call love, isn't really about them? The source argues it's often those love hormones, oxytocin, dopamine, that rush playing tricks. We fall for the feeling, not the person.
Yeah. And what's fascinating there is how that taps into this constant human search, this seeking for a feeling of deep love we vaguely remember, maybe a feeling we can't quite find because, well, the source says we're looking in the wrong places, outside instead of inside ourselves.
We're looking for something we lost, but we've forgotten where we put it.
Pretty much, yeah. We're searching externally for an internal state.
Which leads perfectly into this idea of the inner child. The source suggests we all started in a place of just, unconditional self-acceptance, loving ourselves just as we were. It calls this the most wonderful and beautiful feeling we ever knew. And here's where it gets really interesting. What if that pure, loving part of us is still in there? Our little Sabine or little Klaus or whoever your little self is, maybe hurt? Maybe just waiting for us to remember how to love them again.
And if you connect that to the bigger picture, the source makes this really powerful claim. We're born as absolutely happy beings, completely free, it says, of negativity, ego, hate, envy, lies, just pure being.
Pure being, wow.
Yeah. Think about a newborn baby. The source uses this example, even if the mother had a rough pregnancy. There's this undeniable love for this untainted life. There's nothing to dislike, it's just pure existence.
That makes sense. And those first few years, maybe 2 or 3 years, the source highlights them as this time of most perfection in terms of being loved. Everyone wants to hold you, cuddle you. You can laugh, cry, sleep, eat, make a mess whenever. You're just there in the moment. No past, no future worries.
Fully present, living entirely in the here and now.
But then the shift happens. The source says around age 5, maybe a bit earlier or later, we start getting reprogrammed by parents, by society.
Which brings up a really important point the source makes.
Yeah.
Where does this reprogramming come from? It often stems from parents who maybe had difficult childhoods themselves, parents with what it calls unhealed egos. Their own issues mean they can't really offer that unconditional love.
So they start teaching conditional love instead.
Exactly. The message becomes, you have to be perfect or I'll withdraw my love. The source gives some pretty harsh examples, like things like, don't touch that, you're too dumb, you must wait. Or the really damaging one, if you don't perform well enough, no hug for you. Go to your room, I don't love you now.
Oh, man. Imagine being that kid.
Yeah.
What the heck? Yesterday I was perfect just for breathing, and today I have to earn a hug.
Total confusion. Utterly painful.
The source even compares that early time, being loved just for existing, to the real Paradise Eden, the place we got kicked out of, in a way.
A powerful analogy.
And this whole situation, this learned belief that I'm not perfect, so I don't deserve love, it doesn't just disappear. The source argues it shapes our adult lives, especially relationships. And it gets into some pretty pointed observations about modern gender dynamics based on this.
Yeah, it does. The source presents a, let's say, controversial view on traditional gender roles and what it sees as the fallout from emancipation. So in this view, the man's traditional role is provider, making sure the family has everything. The woman's role is creating the home and, interestingly, cultivating the children.
Cultivating, not just raising.
Right. The source makes that distinction. Cultivate implies nurturing their spirit, their inner being, not just, discipline and external guidance.
Okay. And the critique of modern life.
The source argues that emancipation, as it frames it, has pushed women into needing to earn money on top of managing the home and kids. It claims this forces women to become more masculine.
And that this is unsustainable. leading to imbalance.
That's the argument. It calls it an unhealthy relationship dynamic, especially if the woman has to work financially and not just chooses to. It paints a picture of women being triple or quadruple burdened, while men might finish work and head off to hobbies, maybe doing the lawn, but not much else around the house.
That's a strong claim. And it brings up a study finding. Yeah, this is pretty provocative. It says the source interprets a study to mean the happiest people are single women and married men.
Right. And the reasoning given is, well, single women answer to nobody. They can do what they want. Married women, especially mothers, are seen as putting everyone else first, which the source even suggests might lead to them dying earlier than single women.
Wow. Okay. And married men.
According to this interpretation, they have the best of all worlds. Their wives sometimes act like, well, mamas.
Like, honey, did you remember this? Honey, I washed your socks. That sort of thing.
Exactly. The source author even shares a personal point about, say, refusing to clean a husband's bathroom, seeing it as a matter of self-respect, that it shouldn't automatically be her job.
Okay, so bringing it back. This whole need to perform for love, it's like a thread running through life. It gets maybe even more intense in marriage, with the pressure to be the perfect wife, the perfect mom. And the source suggests women often give up huge parts of themselves to chase that lost feeling of being loved, while men's lives maybe don't change quite as drastically.
And all of this just reinforces the core message again and again. Real happiness, real self-love, it has to come from inside. Sure, external validation can confirm what you feel inside, maybe deepen it. But if you fundamentally don't believe you're worthy...
Like the source's example, looking in the mirror and thinking, I'm just a stupid little fat cow.
Right. If that's your inner reality, then someone saying, you look great, just sounds like, well, hollow words, as the source puts it.
It doesn't land.
Exactly. So the real work, the real goal, is doing things that genuinely spark and strengthen your own inner happiness, not waiting for someone else to give it to you.
Which is a perfect time to shift into something practical. The source offers a specific exercise to help you, the listener, reconnect with that original, unconditional self-love. We really want to encourage you to actually do this with us if you can. This is where theory meets practice.
And this exercise is quite powerful. It's designed to speak directly to the subconscious, to sort of bypass those learned conditions. It's a way to actively foster that inner happiness, not just intellectually understand it, but really feel it and connect with your true self.
Okay, ready? Let's give it a try. First step, preparation. If you can, put your phone on airplane mode. Find a quiet spot where you won't be disturbed. Dim the lights. Lie down or sit really comfortably. Maybe prop your feet up a bit if your knees bother you. Okay. Second, focus and breathing. Close your eyes gently. Just focus on my voice for now. Imagine some soft, calming music, perhaps. Now, take 6 deep breaths, really breathing down into your belly. Hold each breath for just a moment, and then exhale slowly. Let go of any tension with each out breath. 6 deep breaths. Good. Now find your happy place. Make a conscious choice to relax even more deeply. Think of your favorite place ever. The place where you felt totally safe, comfortable, loved, appreciated. Really dig into your memories. Maybe it's from childhood, maybe more recent. Find that specific place in your mind. All right. As you settle into that place in your imagination, embrace the feeling and smile. Gently lift the corners of your mouth into a soft smile. Maybe part your lips just slightly. Hold that gentle smile for about 60 seconds. Just hold the smile. Your subconscious mind accepts this physical cue, and it actually helps you feel more wonderful. Keep smiling gently. Now while you're in your happy place, smiling, connect with loved ones and your inner child. Feel completely safe there, loved, appreciated. See the faces of people who genuinely delighted in you, people who hugged you, kissed you, people you felt warm towards. And now connect deeply with the little you, the you from before age 5, before the world started telling you who to be. See that child. Next step, speak words of love. Silently, in your thoughts, talk to that little version of yourself. Say things like, I love you, you are so valuable, you're so wonderful, I love you. Your smile is fantastic, I feel the warmth of your heart, I love your hugs, your smile, your funny little quirks, how you dance to music, how you chase butterflies in the park, how you look right into my eyes and really see me. I love you just for being here. Let those words sink in. Just breathe with them, feel them. Okay, now for the self-hug. Imagine giving that little you a huge, tight, warm hug. Feel it. Maybe like a hug from a grandparent or a parent you deeply miss. A hug that makes your heart feel full, that brings a smile right from your subconscious. Hold that hug. Wonderful. And finally, carry the feeling. In a moment, I'll count to 5. When I reach 5, gently open your eyes. Make a promise to yourself to carry this warm, loving feeling with you through the rest of your day. And remember, the source says, whenever you need this feeling, you can come back here in your mind Or just give yourself a quick hug, even in a public restroom. Who cares what people think? You can always love yourself. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently open your eyes. Carry that warmth.
That exercise, it really hits home, doesn't it? It's a reminder that self-love isn't just an idea, it's a feeling, an action we can cultivate and return to. It's about actively building that inner connection.
What a journey today, really. I think the biggest takeaway from this deep dive is, well, it's profound, isn't it? That true happiness, true self-love, it doesn't live out there somewhere, waiting for us to find it in someone else's approval. It's something we grow inside ourselves through our own actions, our own conscious connection, back to who we truly are, who we started as, before the world piled on the conditions.
So the question for you to reflect on is this. How does understanding this reprogramming idea, the shift from pure being to conditional love, how does that change how you see your own search for love and validation? And maybe more importantly, what's one small thing, one tiny step you could take today to embrace your pure being, to start reclaiming that unconditional self-love you were actually born with? Something to think about.